during the Hyksos period. But most scholars say that the Hyksos and the Israelites cannot be equated because the Hyksos left Egypt hundreds of years before Moses was born. These scholars also say that the chronology of ancient Egypt cannot be tampered with.
You can play with Egyptian dates. You can move them up maybe 10 years and down 10 years, but you can't move up and down 50 or 100 years. That's not possible. And yet many people try to do that. They try to adjust chronology to fit their predetermined notion of biblical history. You can't do it.
The synagogue of Satan.
But maybe
Thus.
we have to. What if scholars are placing the
Did
Exodus
you hear what he said?
in the wrong
Maybe
time
we
period?
have to. So your
Imagine
Bible
the
story
confusion.
is
In the
false.
future, scholars
You not
date
know.
World
You
War
stole
II
from the
to
Babylon.
1990.
Years, that's not possible. And yet many people try to do that. They try to adjust chronology to fit their predetermined notion of biblical
fake
history.
Jews.
You can't do it.
But maybe we have to. What if scholars are placing the Exodus in the wrong time period? Imagine the confusion if in the future scholars date World War II to the 1990s. You'll never find any evidence that it actually happened. Currently, most scholars date the Exodus to 1270 BCE during the reign of Pharaoh Ramses II.
If it is your story, you wouldn't do that mistake. You would never make that
Some
mistake.
scholars are now breaking with that consensus.
The Bible gives information that would...
You
the
keep
Exodus
twisting
about
your
450
stories.
years before the early years of Solomon, in the middle of the 15th century BC.
Professor Bimson's calculations
You robbed the
move
our
Exodus
history.
from its present date to 1470 BCE,
Look,
less than 100 years from the traditional date for the Hyksos expulsion. These are too close to write off as a coincidence. So we have a new date for the Exodus,
did you hear me?
approximately 1500 BCE. Professor Bimson's calculations move the Exodus from its present date to 1470 BCE, less than 100 years from the traditional date for the Hyksos expulsion. These are too close to write off as a coincidence. So we have a new date for the Exodus, approximately 1500 BCE.
The Hyksos. And the Hyksos expulsion is what we're talking about when we are talking about the Exodus.
All right. Our new date for the Exodus is 1500 BCE. And we know from the Bible that the Israelites arrived in Egypt some 200 years before their Exodus.